Hello?
Hello?
Ow! Birthday
to me, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to me. Hey! Hey!
Good boy, you.
That was definitely better than the first one, wasn't it?
Nope.
What are we doing today?
I actually don't know.
Deadlifts.
Everyone's in lockdown kind of thing, so they're just like, watch this.
Yeah, exactly. What can we do?
Yeah.
Apart from kettlebells. Yes.
It's on.
Alright, it's Tuesday today. I feel like doing some deadlifts, so what we're going to do is just see whatever equipment you have, and we're going to adjust the rep scheme depending on you and your weight. If you've got a barbell, if you've got some weights to play with, we're looking at 5 sets of 8 for a max load over your 5 sets. If you don't have as much weight, or if you don't have a barbell, then we're going to be looking at 4 sets of 25, or in between the 10 to 25 range, depending on the weight that you have. Alright, if you're at home, we're going for touch and go reps, so no dropping from the top. Respect your tiles at home. Keeping the bar close on the way up and close on the way down. Make sure that your hands are wide enough that you can still push your knees out. You want your feet directly under your hips. You want your back super flat, neutral spine, and even notice her head is in a neutral position as well. Just tuck your chin down, lift your chest up, keep the bar nice and close, and pull.
That was heavier than I thought.
When you're thinking about going to touch and go reps, take a big breath in through your mouth at the top, go down and up, and then breathe out once you get to the top, out and in. So reset at the top every time. And wait. Some things I like to think about as the weight starts to get a little bit heavier, maybe towards reps 6, 7, and 8, is as that bar gets above my knee, I'm trying to send my hips forward to help finish that extension position just that little bit quicker. Once that bar is above the knee, hips go in and squeeze the butt at the top just to reach that full extension. A couple common errors that we see is firstly at the top, leaning too far back or hyperextending the lower back. But when you get to the top, just think shoulders stay behind the bar, squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly, and just stand tall. Don't overdo it. The hips rising too fast, and that leaves the chest behind. Hips and shoulders rise at the same time as she picks it up, and then the hips come through. That bar coming out in front a little bit, even if you can get away with it, we try to avoid stuff like that by squeezing your lats, almost like you're trying to hold 2 heavy briefcases with your arms. Squeeze your lats, that's going to help keep that bar in close, because you don't want a 50 or a 60 kilo bar, or however heavy you're lifting, feel 10% more than that. So keep the bar close to keep the bar at its lightest. Make sure that them knees don't drive forward as she starts to pick it up. So when she picks it up, the knees travel back to help keep that bar go in a straight line. And then on the way down, push your bum back and make sure them knees don't get in the way of that bar coming down in a straight line. Not everyone might have the luxury of having a barbell and some weights, so if you got something light, a bumper plate, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, maybe a little dog or a big dog or a polar bear, we want to look at for something around the 25 rep range, so you can go anywhere between 10 and 25 depending on the weight that you actually have. And just a nice touch and go set again. Something like 25, still the same points of performance apply when you get to the top. You're going to squeeze your bum, no hyperextending. The legs are just going to accommodate whatever load that you're picking up. If you've got something in between, you're just going to have to take them feet out a little bit wider. Big brace through the middle, make sure your spine stays neutral and you breathe in through your mouth just to make sure that you're filling up your diaphragm with condensed air. That's going to support your internal organs and you're not going to bend your spine too much. You don't have much of a weight to play with, you don't have dumbbells or a plate, you're going to have a look at some good mornings, and we're going to couple good mornings with Chinese planks. You're going to keep them knees soft, you're going to shove your hips back to initiate the movement, and once again, like your deadlift, your back's going to stay super neutral. Notice the feet are directly under the hips, and you're going to go for about 30 reps there. And then we're going to couple that movement with a 60-second Chinese planks. The bum is off the floor, shoulders are on the ground, and arms across your chest like you're dead in a coffin. After that, we're going to do some Tabata stuff. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, max calories. Enough to have a machine at home. You're going to go 20 seconds on the bike or the ski erg or the rower, 10 seconds rest, 8 times. You're going to rest 1 minute, and then you're going to go straight into Tabata Sit-Ups. You're going to rest 1 minute, Tabata Plank. Then you're going to rest 1 minute, and then you're going to go back into your Tabata calories again. If you don't have the luxury of having a machine, you're going to be doing Tabata running, maybe 30 to 50 meters apart. Shuttle sprints will be absolutely fine as well. Running for 20 seconds as hard as you can, walking for 10 seconds, and you're going to do that 8 times instead. I want this to be a really active plank. Planting your hands on the floor, keeping this at a right angle, pulling the ground with your elbows towards your feet, pulling back with that leverage that you've got on the floor. You want to make sure that your butt is in line with your shoulders. Don't shoot your bum up high. Squeeze your butt and tuck your hips under like this, and don't do the opposite. Hard?
Oh my god. I'm so shaking.